folks, we can't even express to you how huge this moment in time is. It's huge. And our vision for our company, our 2020 vision, 10,000 financially free families by December 31st, 2020. I truly believe wealth is created by the times that you live in, just as Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers lays out. Something's going to happen here where people are going to realize they need to do something. They feel something is wrong right now. They can't put their finger on it, but they just feel that they're in a vulnerable position. And truth be told, they are. They need you to tell them about this wonderful opportunity and that we're presenting to you today. Great job, Mariano. The company just upgraded to 20,000 square feet. We don't know exactly what's happening, but it's international. And you are here now to take advantage of an international opportunity, healing the nations with vacations. Brenda and I, back in 2005, 2006, took advantage of the previous company's opportunity when they told us about positioning and timing. Now, I'm showing you a slide here from 2016 where they had several individuals who were part of the company, leaders of the company, come up and with the money that the company had dished out, had paid out up to that point. And you see Brenda and I over there on the right-hand side. You see Julia St. John's, $10 million. You see Charles Nicholson, $2.5 million. You see Lucretia, $1 million. Von Nickelberry, $1 million. Nick Pagano, $1 million. Brenda and I, $1 million. And you see these checks. This is real money. Brenda and I took advantage of this opportunity. And $50,000 bonuses, $10,000 bonuses. You see some individuals. Folks, we're not just talking out of the top of our head. This is real. Documentation beats conversation. Getting in position. Brenda and I, we were in position when they founded Surge 365, and they asked us to come over in the founder circle, which is something, an opportunity that's being offered to you right now as we launch this international Heal the Nations with the vacations. You see Brenda and I, we were sitting there waiting for our name to be called. We didn't realize that the company had paid us that much money, but even more. And so this is something that is real, folks. We're not just telling you this. You have an opportunity right now to get positioned as Brenda and I positioned back in the day, and we benefited from it today. We left our jobs in 2005, and we've been full-time with this company and this leadership since 2005. Now, what are your vision? What's your vision? What's your goal? Can we help you get there? We're putting together a team now, and as we have been, to take advantage of the next generation of founders. Do not miss this opportunity to be part of the next generation of founders. $99 to get in position. Are you kidding me? And have a full service travel agency. And the Vortex, folks, that's huge. Don't miss this opportunity. I plead with you, get involved. Now, will you make $1 million? I don't know, that's up to you, but the opportunity will be there. A company can be in momentum and the people miss it. Don't let that be you. Be in momentum with the company. Now, what we're doing with the global expansion team, and we invite everyone to join us, is we're laying a foundation for training. We come from a military corporate background, and so we believe in training. And so we have a website, the ettc-cs.com, and this site will convert into every national language, international language. And so because we are going to be international, but there's a Getting Started tab. Go there. It's just been updated with all the pre-launch information. So if you haven't been there in a while, definitely go there. It's been updated with all the pre-launch information. And we do webinars on a weekly schedule. On Monday, we do one for pastors and nonprofit leaders and business owners to show them how to use that vortex that we're talking about that's included in the $99 package, how to use it for fundraising. On Tuesday, we do a presentation and training opportunity. On Wednesday, Mariano, he does a Spanish presentation, and you want to get people on that presentation if they speak Spanish. That's a huge market area. And of course, Saturday, we do the presentation and training. We're laying a foundation for you, which is huge. The pre-launch package, it includes the travel agency and the Vortex booking engine. Move aside Expedia, move aside the brick and mortar travel agencies. Truly, this is a movement, and it's international. Wow, our founders, our leaders in this company, they think bigger than we can even imagine. Imagine having a Vortex, a discount travel search engine. That's available during this pre-launch period. They say $199 to become a Vortex owner, but that's like owning your own Expedia. Barry Diller paid $1.17 billion for Expedia and $1 million a week to maintain it. That Vortex puts you in that same space to get paid. The $499 for the host travel agency, folks, you know the brick and mortars, without overhead for $99, you get both of these and getting positioned with what is to come. And Mariano mentioned the $20. $20 as an overhead to tell the world about the opportunity. Now, both these opportunities are separate. You can just do the travel if you want. But what's going to happen is people are going to want to know, and then that's where the marketing comes in with the $20 monthly fee. You really want to do both. The pre-launch package, as Mariano mentioned, it includes the Vortex and the travel agency. Now, this is a professional travel agency. What I like about it is access to the training. People go back to college. If education is important to you, people go back to college and graduate and still can't get a job. If you want to be a Disney specialist, the training is free and it's included. If you want to be a special needs specialist, a Bahamas specialist, a Cancun specialist, a Florida specialist, all of this training is free and it's online. And when you complete the training, that particular vendor will send you a certificate of completion, and now they want you to come out. If you want to be a carnival specialist, a Princess Cruise specialist, all this training, this is a real vocation. If you want to put together group trips, family reunions, trips to the Holy Land, you connect to the vendors who can do it for you, and you get paid a commission. If there's a convention coming up, and you want to work with that Marriott hotel to reserve a block of rooms, you're a travel agent, and through this program, the training is included. It's free. That's so huge. You're not asking for someone to hire you. You basically are connected to the global international industry already. And then, of course, the Vortex, this is a travel saving search engine. This is the first time this has ever been done, where you have access to the same industry that Expedia has access to connect supporters or buyers to the travel suppliers. Expedia gets paid $85 billion this year. The industry of booking online is $762 billion. You're in that same space for $99, where you can give out a free complimentary Vortex link. Someone books through that link, and they save up to 60% for that hotel, and you earn 60% of what they save. You book through the link, you save up to 60%, and you earn on your own booking. Folks, that's huge. I love it. So let's build together. $99. Get in position, and we're going to teach you. We're going to build that team around you. We're going to teach you how to identify the problems that customers have, and you can simply ask. Remember this. Ask someone, what do you want more of in your life? Well, Rick, I want more money. Rick, I want more time. What do you want less of in your life? Less stress. You know, healing the nations with vacations. But that's a good question you can ask someone. Identifying needs, wants, and desires. And we're going to do this before we jump into the affirmations, because this is so important, especially during this period that we are in right now. You have friends and family. I want you to think about it right now. What is their problem? What keeps them up at night? And think about it. Do they want to make more? Do they want to travel more? Save more? Rick, all the above. Are they looking for a career opportunity? Hospitality and tourism is the #1 employer on the planet. Are they looking for a fundraising opportunity? How many nonprofits are closing their doors? 80 churches a day are closing their doors while their members are planning vacations. Business turn travel expenses into revenue. What is their commitment? Part-time, full-time, big time? Needs-based sponsoring. I want you to think about organizations, individuals, businesses. You know, we believe this pre-launch period will include the month of December, but we're not sure. And so make that list. Churches will talk to them with you. You're in it, you know, not by yourself. We're here to help you. Nonprofits. Fundingbytravel.com is a great little video that gives an overview of how we use Surge currently as a fundraising tool. We're here to talk to corporate level, business level. There's no bigger corporation that it can handle it all. Small business, huge corporations. The travel agency that you have, you can connect and set up that next convention and connect to the vendors who will set it up for you and you get paid. Or if it's a small business, people are looking to go back to college. We know education has changed. We know that they'll spend thousands of dollars to go back to college and look for someone to hire them when they graduate. And there's people that have that degree who are looking for jobs when they graduate. And so imagine coming into this business for $99 and having access to all the travel training, special needs certification, medical tourism special certification, England special certifications, France certification. You could be certified in anything you want. The training is free. Just what's your passion? A career in hospitality and tourism. If you go to onetonline.org, that's a government website that breaks out hospitality and tourism as a vocation, as a career field. And the business connects you to the global industry. Virtual assistants. You know, this is a new career field. An average virtual assistant makes about $75,000 a year. If you get a chance, go to ivaa.org and see the business. People are virtual. What's a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant, many companies are outsourcing responsibilities that take away from their core mission, such as travel planning and research. Now imagine a virtual assistant is a person that's working out of their home, offering services to these businesses that are outsourcing these different responsibilities. And so the person with that $99 travel agency and Vortex can tell these companies, hey, I'll handle your travel arrangements, your travel planning and research. And imagine getting paid not only from the company, but from the industry, right? Virtual assistants, huge. Self-use, tax benefits. Folks, taxes alone. Do you know that this is a real business, 1099 independent contractor? Think about this as you're talking to people. You have the entire year 2019, and I'm not offering tax advice, but this is something that we do because we're in the business. We're able to look at all of our business expenses in 2019, whether it be the internet, whether it be the travel, whether it be the entertainment, and we're able to get those receipts, hand them to our accountant, and it lowers our taxable income. It reduces our taxable income. That's huge. We're at the end of the year. That appeals to some people. Some folks are looking for a travel business. I'm going over this because I want to spark your interest and think about the people that you know. Who's looking for a travel business? Like, I don't like setting up travel, but there's people out there that love it. And imagine having a tool to do it. Military vets. Hats off to our military vets. I'm a military vet. You know, we have medical, we just need money. And so this is a great income stream. Relationship marketing, network marketing, circle of friends. You couldn't dream of an amount of money that we wouldn't pay you. And then special needs travel. I was just talking to someone yesterday, and they have someone that has a special need. Imagine special needs at sea to get a certification as accessible travel advocate, where you have this certification. We've got some folks who are going around to hotels and resorts and they're getting the tours on what these hotels are doing for special need travelers. And they'll bring them in and say, hey, would you like to get a comp night stay, or maybe eat at our buffet, or go on, catch a show at these different resorts, Vegas and Buffalo, New York. Medical tourism is huge. See, this is not just Cousin Joe. This is opened up to the world, and it's going to be international. And all you're doing is getting in position. So Rick, once I find someone, what do I do? What do I do? Well, we're in the pre-launch period, and we use something called prospect, present, and close. This is a time to build during this pre-launch period. And so the prospect, we make a list, all those different areas I talked about earlier. Make a list of people who may be interested in this, who may be interested in that, who may be interested in a fundraising opportunity. Make a list, include churches. I know, Mike, you're talking about a nonprofit organization. I'm here to talk with them with you, Mike Navarro. And so make a list, and we'll talk to these people with you. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Travel more, save more, make more. And then once you make that list, we'll talk about what's the best way to present the information that they're interested in. It may be the pre-launch presentation. It may be something more. It may be information on the travel agency. It may be information on the vortex. If we're talking to a church, it may be the vortex. Use this as a fundraiser. Get it out to the world, during the season. Through your members, get it out to the world. They save up to 60%. That money, 60% of what they save, comes back to the church. And then once we present the information, for those who pass your interview, yes, it's your interview, they can cut themselves out because it's your interview. You allow that process to happen. But for those who pass your interview, now we'll get on the phone with you to answer their questions and to invite them to join the team. Folks, prospect, present, and close. Now, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And there's people out there that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you. And so for the next 30 days, we've got a blitz. Now, if you haven't already done this, get you a composition notebook just for this 30-day period. And write in there where you are at today, where you want to go. Rick, I want 100 new business partners. I want you to write that down in there. I want you to write your plan, and we're going to follow that plan. And it's nothing more than the numbers, just rotating through the numbers of prospect, present, and close, and allowing them to filter in. We're not filtering them out. We're filtering in those who are going to be in your team. Now, who are we looking for? We're looking for 7 to 10. 7 to 10, only 7 to 10 of the hundreds of millions of people out there, of people who think like you, who are leaders like you, who can see the vision, and let them filter themselves out. Let them filter themselves in. We're going to do our job, present the opportunity, and allow them to make an informed decision. And we're going to be fine with whatever those results are. And so we want to write that down, write down the business activities to get there. And we're going to jump at the announcements. We're going to plug into the things that are going on. And at the same time, you can build your Vortex customer base. And remember, you can also travel through that Vortex. That just amazes me. Imagine you traveling through your own Vortex, saving the money and earning 60% of what you save. Who does that? Who does that? Normally Expedia keeps all of the money. And now you have a tool. So build that customer base for the Vortex. And of course, being willing to pay the price. Nothing is cheap. We've got 15 minutes. Okay, let's just go through this real quick. But I believe this is what really makes the business work. You can work hard. Without this, this makes it a little bit easier. The law of attraction. What are you attracting and calling forth into your life? Affirmations. What are you affirming on a basis, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis? You know, there's a return for every word that you speak. What is that return? And then vision. If you can see it, you can have it. Okay, let's blitz through this. The law of attraction. Now, I believe this lays the foundation for your success. If you're not successful right now, I believe what we're talking about now is the reason why. An understanding of this. Everything you have in life, you've attracted. Money. Like attracts like. What are your words? If you consistently think prosperous thoughts, then you'll begin to experience prosperity. Create that environment around you. Feeling happy and grateful for what you already have is the way to bring more. Relationships. How are your relationships? You know, relationships are a reflection of us. If you focus on another person's good qualities, then you experience more of those good qualities. If you can visualize that a certain person is being nice to you, then you will be attracting experience that match those thoughts. I was talking to someone the other day and I said, you know, they're about ready to get a divorce. And I said, well, you know, why don't you write down those good qualities that you actually see in this person? And because that's what you'll be attracting versus reinforcing what you think you see. And so the person's going to write down all those good qualities because it's on actually him, not her. And so I said, write down those good qualities. See, that's when you start playing with some other rules that really guide the things that we see. The law of attraction, ambition. When you visualize clearly and in detail what you want to achieve and focus on that image, you set in motion a chain of events that will manifest it. What the problem with people is they haven't clearly visualized what they want to achieve, writing that down, and then knowing that you put it in the incubation, it's incubating to be birthed at some point in time in the season of the future, and you're working toward that, you're believing it, you're speaking it, and you're not turning back. Folks, that's how you make things happen. Health. Our thoughts directly influence our health. That's why I love this challenge that we have going now with the business, healing the nations with vacations. How important it is to reduce stress. Positive thoughts of wellness or love. Think about how you feel on vacation. Think about the best vacation you've ever been on. Even now, you feel good, even just thinking about it. Imagine repeating that and living in that. An important part of maintaining health and of a curing illness is to be able to visualize yourself as being healthy. Whew, that's huge. What you think matters. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character because it becomes your destiny. And it all begins with the thought. Right now, what are your thoughts? Your thoughts are creating your future right now. Your thoughts, even like right now, are creating something in your future. What are those thoughts? If we, through affirmations, can change our thoughts, we can create our future. What's an affirmation, Rick? An affirmation is a declaration that something is true. Your mind doesn't know the difference. Self-talk, inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself? A reflection of our inner truths or beliefs, true or false. An affirmation is a carefully formatted statement that we repeat out loud. I do this every day. I read out affirmations and I write out affirmations every day. It's reprogramming the subconscious. What is your subconscious directing and dictating to you right now that's affecting your actions right now? To be sad or to be happy. The mind is instinctively responding to something it believes to be true. It doesn't know the truth from what's false. You have to tell it what's truth by continually repeating the affirmation with conviction and passion, and even listening to music. It'll chip away at even the strongest resistance that someone told you from birth. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to be your existence. It doesn't have to be your reality. Someone's opinion. You can form a habit. Like Brenda says, sometimes it may take you more than 21 days, but you can completely transform yourself by what you tell yourself. What are you telling yourself? Affirmations. You want to write affirmations? Again, I read my affirmations every day. Present tense, positive, personal, specific. What do you want? A lot of times we don't get what we want because we're not saying what we want. We're not seeing what we want. We're saying what we don't want. There's business affirmations. I do business affirmations for prospecting, for exposing the business, for closing. I'm a natural expert closer. I am a closer. I have a talent for closing and sealing the deal right now. Prospecting, exposing the business, closing the business, following up, telling my mind, this is what you're going to do. Telling my body, this is what you're going to do. Telling my soul, this is what you believe. This gives the why behind what you do. I work my work, I plan my work daily, and I work my plan to achieve my goals. What's your plan, and what are your goals? If you don't have them, you're achieving nothing. What are your plans, and what are your goals? Do you review them every day? Do you see them? Do you believe them? See, we've got a tool in Surge 365. When Brenda and I took advantage of that opportunity in 2006, we said, okay, here's my plan, and then now I see the business as the tool. And so we started achieving our vision and accomplishing our vision using the tool of the previous company. See, that's what you're going to do right now. What is your life plan? And allow the business to be the tool that funds and frees you up to do it. That's huge, folks, because truly whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. What is that vision that you're working toward? Don't lose track of it day to day. You got to remember it. The vision means to see something coming into view as if it's already here. The vision is when you can see it in your mind by faith and begin to imagine it. The vision is a glimpse of your future. We like to say that God shows us the end from before the beginning. You know, he creates your future, then backs you up to start it. Visions will persist against the odds. If you find yourself continually turning around, getting distracted, it's your vision. Focus on your vision, and it will take you over the hill and around the dale and through the mud and through the dirt. It'll take you, and you'll have that persistence to keep going and keep going and keep going. Nothing's going to turn me around. I'm going to a destination, and I will not stop until I get there. Visualize your Surge 365 business over the next 30 days. The people coming in, right? You know, those who are part of your team showing up because your vision is solid, and form a clear mental picture of your successful business. Hold this picture in your thoughts with fixed purpose. 2020, I'm telling you, is your year. Unwavering faith that you do get what you want this year. If you can see it, you can have it. See, what we're doing right now is we're making plans and preparations, because when 2020 hits, boom, you're going to be running. And see, I'm telling you, with this business, get ready, get ready, get ready. Do you have that vision board? Update that vision board. If you need to update it based on the pre-launch period, this happens to be mine. I actually changed that Dodge Charger to a Bentley Flying Spur. And but it's a collection of images, pictures. Google vision board and create a vision board for 2020, leading up to 2020. See, what we're doing is we're setting the mark. Set the high mark, and you'll meet it. You know, we don't set our vision high enough, and we're hitting it. Set your vision. The way Brenda and I are successful as non-networkers to get paid, you saw that $1 million plus check. That was us setting a vision and then hitting it, not just kind of just, wandering with the employee mentality. No, we said, hey, if these people can do it, we can do it. And then we didn't know how. You don't have to know how. You just have to get started. And it begins with your why. We've got about 5 minutes. It begins with your why. Your why has to be big enough to make you try, to make you even cry. What is your why? Why are you in business? Why are you alive? Is it because of, I got a purpose to fulfill? It may be your children, your parents. It may be that dream home. It may be, I just need to be free, Rick. Rick, I want to be financially free in 2020. I don't want to be going around the mulberry bush again and again. I want to be my own boss. I want to live to give. When the pastor says, hey, I want my hand immediately to go up. What do you need? Your why has to be big enough to make you try. Leaders who inspire. People don't buy what you do. People buy why you do it. I want you to really think about that. People don't buy surge. They buy why you're doing surge. Imagine surrounding yourself with 7 to 10 key people who buy into your why, and it's their why. And you're a leader who can talk to people's why. Imagine being a leader. See, that's a true leader. A leader is one who can identify and uncover the why of people and motivate them and inspire them to their why. Imagine being able to surround yourself. It's not the knowledge of surge. Anybody can learn surge, but what about the why that makes them try, that makes them cry? People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Why are you doing what you're doing? See, once you identify that, get out of the way, let them go. A leader who inspires. See, the greatest thing about Surge 365 and the previous company for Brenda and I is who we become along the way, the leaders we become along the way, the value that we create along the way. The goal is not to sell to people who need what you have. Sure, they need vacations. The goal is to sell to people who believe what you believe. If you don't have a vacation, what is the stress and the 32% heart disease and all those different things that happen? The family that travels together stays together. Why? Sell to people who believe what you believe. I want you to take a moment after this training, and I want you to think about, what do you believe? Because when you understand what you believe, people will hear that conviction in your spirit when you're talking to them about this business. You're not just talking to them about the what of what it is. You're talking to them about why of what it is. And see, the why drives the action. Action is driven by that belief. When you start talking to people out of the belief of your conviction, then you're a closer. And we'll wrap up with this. How to write your personal vision. I'm going to put this presentation on the ETTC site under the Business Building tab. Your personal vision, your homework. What is your deepest desire? What is the idea that never leaves you? This has nothing to do with Surge. This has everything to do with your future. What do I constantly imagine about my future? What would I do if I knew I could not fail? What do I see my future looking like? What is the most important thing I wish I could do? What are my constant recurring dreams? It just keeps coming back, Rick. It just keeps coming back. What would bring me the greatest fulfillment? And Surge, Next Generation, funds this vision. Yeah, you'll travel. Yeah, you'll have fun. But the most important thing is the fulfillment of your vision. So in closing, get her done. Let's set the record straight. If you want to build a 6 to 7 figure business, expect to spend thousands of dollars on tools, education, and travel. Expect to spend countless hours reading, Expect to sit through hundreds of hours of training and conference calls. Expect to set appointments that people will not show up to. Expect people to quit on themselves, not you. Expect to be challenged. Expect the unexpected. And only then will you be worthy of a six-figure paycheck. And that still doesn't mean you'll get it anytime soon. But oh, you saw those checks. But when you earn it, wow, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth it. Keep calm and just do it. Thanks.